And yes, I do believe this actually occurs. The question is, how soon? Is Litecoin going to take off tomorrow, or is it going to take a couple weeks? What's up, guys? Kevin Cage here with another cryptocurrency update. So quickly going over the Casper price chart, or CSPR, we just got up to 10 cents. I just woke up, so I'm a little groggy having my coffee here. But last night we were discussing this within Discord, and keep in mind that was when the price was around 8 to 9 cents, almost 9 cents, not quite yet. And on the 3-day time frame of Casper versus Zilliqa and a variety of other assets, watching how Zilliqa could make it up to the 50-day moving average, even the 100, so this yellow and blue. And this was in a very quick period of time, very explosive. I'm just really watching a lot of other alts battle through these retracements and do the same thing. So the question is, who goes first? What order is it? How fast do they go? Because if different alts go in different orders and we're holding those, we can rotate those profits into the next one and get multiple 3x returns in a row. So if you get a 3x and then a 3x, that is a 9x return. So it gets very powerful. And now if you get another 3x after that 9x, again, that's a 27x return. So this is the power of when markets are going up. You can actually do several trades and potentially get a 100x return. Now, is it easy? No, not at all. I do not want to set false expectations, but I just want to give an example, okay? So this was just posted yesterday at 11, all right? Now, we're at 10 cents today, getting that little push, coming up to that yellow, that 50 moving average. So let me just show you really quick. So I have the 50, 100, and 200, just basic moving averages, and then the EMAs, which are my Fibonacci sequence as well. So it's great to see that we're following suit. I had an alert on my RSI actually set over here, so it did in fact pierce. And remember what Zilliqa did when it finally pierced up here around that 70 region for RSI, piercing through the purple. It went parabolic, and here's where all the volume is. You see these green candles? That's the type of volume we want to see for Casper. So just wanted to share that. Now keep in mind, all of these staking rewards are on CSPR.live. So I'm getting actually staking rewards approximately every 2 hours or every era. So just wanted to highlight that. And why I like this so much is because we have about 70% of the total supply being staked for the future. So with Casper, guys, not financial advice. Do your own research with this one. Do not buy anything unless you are accountable for your own decisions. And if you have really sat on it and studied it for a while and you know the risk and you know the potential reward. But I do believe that Casper, without a doubt, goes to several dollars in my opinion. And I can be wrong, but just looking at previous levels, buying DAG at 1 to 2 pennies, buying any assets down here in accumulation, it reminds me of just kind of buying an early Tel coin, an early Matic or Polygon coin, DAG, a variety of assets in accumulation. And I know someone's going to say, Kevin, but the tokenomics are different. The market cap's different. Yes, but I'm talking about the overall phase of the chart is in accumulation. So I'm interested. Remember I was posting on Twitter also talking about when I swapped a full Bitcoin for more Casper down here. Well, keep in mind now we're basically almost at a 2x return for that simple move. And the reason I chose Casper to put, another full Bitcoin into it is because I'm here for ROI. I'm not a maximalist. I couldn't care less. I'm here to make money. And I want to show you guys that it's all about percent return. So Bitcoin, going from 40K to 80K is doubling your money. No thanks. I'm not interested in that. And now all the staking rewards that we're accruing on a daily basis, multiple times per day down here are technically almost going to be doubling in the future. And do I believe that we at the very least surpass that previous high we had? Absolutely. It's just going to take time. If you cannot hold for several years, do not buy anything, because there's too many people that buy something, they don't look a year out. They look on the chart, on the 5-minute chart, on the 4-hour chart. If it's not pumping, they get mad, they call it a scam, they leave. Those people are basically the people that give all the patient people money in this market. So the cool thing is, besides it being April 1st and April Fool's Day, yesterday was 1 full year for Casper's mainnet. So this is its birthday. So happy birthday, Casper, little post-birthday pump. So congratulations for everything you've done in just a mere 12 months getting launched. Now, what's interesting to me is if you look at other assets that have simply survived for 3 to 5 years, how can they not pump exponentially provided they're solving real problems for real customers? That's why when I see all these NFT marketplaces, I see all these partnerships with tokenizing patents and their metadata, or being named by the city of Fuzhou in China with the blockchain service network, all these huge partnerships for Casper, a dormant layer 1 protocol. So yes, I'm excited. So speaking of alt season, check out what Credible Crypto has here. This is Zilliqa on the top, absolutely going parabolic. What's in the bottom? Litecoin. So what do we have? Sitting on support, just like Zilliqa. Could other assets, just like I'm showing Casper pumping using Zilliqa as a gauge, could Litecoin be up next? Could XRP be up next? Who's going next? Of course, we can look at previous cycles and best guess, but man, if you can just hold a couple assets, if one pumps before the other and you're able to take those profits and go into the next one and do that 2 or 3 times, this entire bullish cycle would have been worth it. So it's tricky because now these times when everything's sitting low, we have FOMO, we have the urge to, oh, what if this move's not good enough and we're going to panic? In my experience, when I have a high level of emotion, whether it's euphoria or complete despair after a huge crash, I usually do nothing. If I ever feel impulsive or I'm overthinking, I actually don't do anything. I wait until I'm in a clear state of mind. So just wanted to show you some similar perspectives by Credible Crypto. Definite follow. And yes, I do believe this actually occurs. The question is, how soon? Is Litecoin going to take off tomorrow, or is it going to take a couple weeks? We have Barry Bullish showing the XRP chart again, showing a similar fractal. So remember, it's do or die in these moments. Every time charts or the XRP price chart in this example show up with these fractals, it's going to be a big move. It's either going to be a massive pump or a dump. So that's what we're looking for. You can see the same type of fractal, the same type of pattern that occurred in the past. Same position with some type of moving average, maybe an EMA that he's using. Fibonacci retracement showing us right around that 382 moving up. So we will simply see pump or dump. He's showing a beautiful fractal taking us past $2. And now another one by blockchain backers. So yes, I want alt season more than anybody. And we can see this beautiful look he has. Zilliqa is doing, so Zill, again, is doing precisely what we've been discussing for alt season. We've compared the structures happening in altcoins and showed how this is the same thing that occurred in 2017. Now, I'm not saying buy Zill. Obviously, it just did a 500% or a 6x return in a single week. So that ship has sailed, just like he says, not financial advice, but we're showing the similarity here. And look at this. So he shows past cycles of different assets. This is Sia coin or Sia coin. And as we can see, big 84% crash. What did Zill do? 85% crash. After 80 to 90% crashes, most people get really bearish and say, oh, we're going to zero. No, not me. That's usually when another cup is formed. And what did we see for Sia? Absolutely going parabolic. And it's just crazy to see some of these similarities, okay? Next up for API3, one of the few legitimate assets in this entire space. API3 DAO will soon be able to use its DAO staked value. We're talking a massive amount of money for risk coverage in the event of data feed malfunctions. This is the future. Now, fun fact, API3, its DAO, its decentralized autonomous organization where I'm actually staking API3. The staking percentage used to be 56% APY, and it compounds each and every week, every Wednesday, Thursday night, and I love it, but now it's coming back down because anybody that understands the staking mechanism, it fluctuates based on what they want the staked value to be. But anyways, the staked value is approximately $300 million and approximately $100 million below Nexus Mutual's total capital pool size. This is the future. DeFi is going to change everything. I believe there were a lot of other assets before API3 that were beta tests. And I believe that API3 will be one of the main standards in this space to decentralize application programming interfaces or APIs. So Web 3.0 will APIs for Web 3. Next up, Roth Economies. So Ripple partner QNT demonstrating their RippleNet product at Smart City Doha this week, making the rounds in Qatari papers. Beautiful. So in Qatar, we also know that Qatar is the country that's actually sponsoring FIFA this year, the World Cup, which is insane. We can see Ripple's cross-border funds transfer technology and QR Pay with QNB. So being the first market through RippleNet, QNB enhances cross-border payments. Ripple, Ripple, Ripple. Awesome. You guys can go through this. It's the whole article below of Qatar Tribune. So thank you, Roth. We have Darren.algo, another one of my favorite pages on Twitter for all things algo. And the cool thing is, look at this. We have XRP, Lumens or Stellar, we have Zinfin, we have ALGO, IOTA, a variety of assets. Now, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist. I just wanted to show you something that I like this infographic that they built. Of course, all of these tokens are considered ISO tokens, comparing them to some of the precious metals. I always found this to be pretty fascinating with the whole ISO standard, a lot of the World Economic Forum tokens. And if you don't know how big ALGO really is, they are connected to some of the world's largest symposiums, like, what is it, DMI symposium, and that huge multi-trillion-dollar think tank that we've shown probably a dozen times in this channel. You can just type in ALGO, and they're partnered with Visa. It's on, type in like DMI Symposium, you'll see it. Bank of International Settlements, I mean, the International Monetary Fund, all of the world leaders. 2 days ago, just saying, come on, Alliance Block, do something, because you're seeing assets, just like when Blockchain Backers showed you ZIL going 85% down, we have Alliance Block down 83%. Come on, do something. We're sitting at 21 cents, so just checking it today, waking up from 21 cents, coming up to 26, so beautiful. This is actually Alliance Block versus Tether on the Uniswap pair, so might not be super liquid, but nonetheless very interesting if assets can in fact battle through some of these retracement levels, even using the, we'll just use the swing high, but I mean, compare and just see. Okay, so if assets can even make it up to that 236 and break through this previous zone, we can get up to like 40 cents. Like, that's beautiful. We can see a back test right there, other levels right there. So that 236 is in fact a key level, as you can see. So keep an eye on the RSI, do a top-down analysis, start on the monthly, then go to the weekly, then maybe the 3-day, the daily, work your way down. You want to be able to start off seeing the whole big picture and then slowly zoom in like you're using a magnifying glass, looking for as many confluences or points of confluence as possible. Okay, really quick, another API3 partner. So we have ESG. Enterprise deploys AirNode, which is API3 solution that leverages API3 to their API. So bringing, we can see environmental, social, and governance ESG risk management data to smart contracts. Make uniform carbon reporting data more accessible, provide reliable continuous carbon tracking data to Web3, introduce new carbon emissions measurements products to be incorporated into carbon reporting data. And the one thing you can think about when you think of API3 is a first-party oracle. It does not leverage or need a third party to intervene. It's completely direct, cutting out the middlemen, making it more efficient and more reliable. I'm extremely bullish on API3 because they're connected to all the powerhouse layer 1 protocols such as Avalanche. And Avalanche just keeps going on a run, really just like Luna has been doing for the past 2 years. So do not sleep on AVAX. And of course, integrated right into this blockchain. So using API's first-party price reference feed with Silta's DeFi ESG-focused loan pools. These are real use cases, guys, for the big boys. They're looking at institutional use cases with insurance and all types of risk management. Next up, Flare Networks has announced or is aiming for a launch date of July 4th, 2022. So Independence Day, very interesting time. I feel like they always pick very clever days. So to be confirmed in mid-June, so we'll keep our eyes peeled. Now, Flare is not just enabling early layer 1 tokens to be used with smart contracts. It's bringing advanced cross-chain interoperability to all networks. Now, if you guys have time, I highly recommend going through the roadmap. This is the Medium article talking about the F assets included, ALGO, Doge, Litecoin, so bringing those ecosystems together with the XRP ledger, which is going to be insane, and of course, Bitcoin, Ether, a lot of the OGs. So interoperability products, including, of course, Flare and Solana ecosystems, so decentralized bridges between these smart contract platforms. Okay, even Ethereum and Solana. There's so much money on both of these networks. So for me, this is overall a great thing for the XRP ledger and the entire crypto ecosystem to level the playing field, make it more interoperable, building bridges so that more money can flow between these ecosystems. So I think it's a good thing. I know the wait hasn't been fun, but hey, I don't pretend to know all the details and the ins and outs that these teams have to make and are responsible for. So it's a lot of pressure, and I think they're doing a great job. So we can see the Songbird roadmap if you guys want to check it out, and let's just keep moving. For anybody that likes Sologenic, my Uphold contact told me that there was a Sologenic airdrop. I posted this a couple days ago. So this was actually, it must have taken place yesterday. So let me know if you guys got your Solo tokens on Uphold. Next up, this is super cool, shared by Whale Stats. So as we can see, QNT, Quant Network, has flipped Matic or Polygon to become the most traded token among the top 500 Ethereum Whale wallets. Super interesting. Of course, we have the link right here for the Whales leaderboard, or whalesstats.com, and you can type in or / top 500 ETH if you want to check it out, with Overledger, the operating system of interoperability of Quant Network. So this is fascinating. Why are they trading Quant? What is so interesting? What's going on? Either way, it's great to see some more publicity for QNT, and I don't think it needs it one bit, because I think QNT will in fact be a survivor, but super interesting. Could they be expecting a future pump? Next up, by HBAR to the moon, when this scale hits, the mainnet many jaws will drop. When Hedera starts doing 1 billion transactions per day, it will be game over for any blockchain competitor. It's coming. Let's see the mainnet thus far. So we can see over 2 billion transactions total. On the testnet, we can see 350 million transactions. Wow. Now remember, API3 is teaming up and connecting to AVAX, and what do we have here? Avalanche launches a $100 million creator fund with Grimes and Web3 platform Open. Last but not least, we have the HBAR price chart. So this is HBAR versus Bitcoin on the 3-day time frame. Remember, we had this initial wick when HBAR launched. Yes, I believe this wick does in fact fill. What does that mean? I believe that the price eventually gets up to this level, a 600 or 589% pump. I did that on purpose, by the way. But nonetheless, super interesting to see. And I do believe that these prices are reached in the future. Keep in mind, there's been a lot of assets that absolutely run, and they do close these wicks. And if you think that's crazy for a little 5, 6, or even 7x return in the future, I don't know what to tell you, because just a few videos ago, I showed you multiple examples of assets doing 100 to 500x returns. 100 to 500x returns in a couple years versus a mere 6 to 7x. I think this is completely realistic. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you like my cat with the sunglasses over here. And remember, all crypto links and resources that I actively use can be found in the video description. Take care, guys.